guys, my name is Alicia and I go by the name Leash That Girl, and today I'm going to show you this pop-in blue and gold smoky eye using all products from Sleek Makeup, which are all available at Boots. So stay tuned if you want to see exactly how I create this look. So the first product I'm going to start off by using is the Sleek Makeup Into the Night Bronze Palette. And I'm going to be taking this super jet black colour here, and we're going to use this to create the first part of the smoky eye. I'm going to start by just patting on the colour into the outer V area and just making sure we're building up that colour payoff. And I'm just packing the eyeshadow, but I don't want to take it too far across the lid because we want to fit the rest of the colours in. Into the crease area, we're now going to diffuse the colours using some neutral tones just to make it nice and blended. So we're going to start off by using the Level Up palette, which has a lovely range of gold, neutrals and peachy tones. I'm going to start using the colour brown here, and we're going to use the exact same brush and we're just going to blend into the crease area again. And now for my transition colours, I'm going to add some neutral shades just to my brow bone, just to diffuse out any of the black and brown shadow and just make it look nice and seamless. So we've now finished with the smoke on the eyes, and we're now going to go in with the pop of colour. So I'm going to be using the Lucid Dreams palette. So I'm going to start off by using this colour here, which is like a deep sapphire colour, and we're going to use this to add in the pop of colour. So as you can see, the look is starting to come together now. So I'm going to pop in my next colour, which will be a gold colour, and we're going to literally brighten up this smoky eye. I'm going to take the Into the Night Bronze palette, and I'm going to be using this gold shade. So I'm literally just gonna smooth that in using my ring finger and also my middle finger, and just literally just tap it in. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop some concealer on my eyes using the Live Proof Hazelnut Frap, and we're just gonna literally pop that underneath my eyes. So I'm going to go with the eye pencil Love Made Me Do It, and I'm going to pop that into my waterline. So guys, I'm already obsessed with this look. It is literally coming together now. So I'm going to pop on some mascara using the Black Utopia Volumising Mascara. But I'm going to be popping some false lashes on, but just so you can see exactly how much volume this mascara gives. But I am going to pop some lashes off camera, so I will be back in a moment. So I'm now going to put my base on. I'm going to be using the Life Proof foundation in the shade LP21, and this foundation is medium to full coverage, so you can build it up to how full you want the foundation, and it's also sweat proof and also oil free. So this foundation is going to be perfect if you're wearing your makeup all day during the festive period. So I'm going to pop some of the foundation onto my foundation brush, and I'm just going to pop it a bit back on the back of my hand, and I'm just going to use patting motions, and we're just going to be buffing that into the skin just so we can get a nice full coverage base. So I really just love how this foundation has just blurred out any imperfections on my face, and it also just gives like a nice kind of like finish. It's nice and like fresh and glowy. I'm going to go in with the Life Proof Hazelnut Frap Concealer that I used earlier, and I'm just going to be popping this underneath the eyes. So I'm going to take the Beauty Blender and I'm going to just blend out all the areas which I want to be nice and highlighted. Okay, so now that I'm done highlighting, I'm just going to set my makeup using the Face Form baking powder in the colour Banana. So I'm literally just going to pop this onto my face in the highlighted areas, and I don't like to bake for too long, so I'm literally going to pop it on for a little while and then dust it off. Okay, it's time to pop on some bronzer and warm up this face. So I'm going to be using the shade called Damn, sort of browny warm tone. So next up is blusher, and I'm going to pop on the colour Slim Thick, which is like a rosy corally toned blusher, which has like satin goldy flecks in it as well. So here is what it looks like. I'm going to go in with this little palette that has like a range of highlighters in there, and this is the Copper Paint palette. So I'm going to go in with the gold and this like silvery colour to give a really nice shiny highlighted look. I'm literally just going to keep on building it up and get it more like concentrated on the skin. Ooh, yes! So it's time to pop on some brows, and I'm going to be using the Microfine Brow Pencil in dark brown. So I'm going to be using the lip liner Locked Up, which is a chocolatey brown, which is going to really help to define my lips. And I love to use browns when creating like a neutral nude lip. I'm going to pop on some lipstick, and I'm going to use the shade Say It Out Loud, which is again a lovely chocolatey colour. Oh my god, this feels lush. So next up I'm going to pop on a slightly lighter nudie colour, and this is the colour called Ghetto Superstar. I'm just going to apply this to the centre of my lip and just to create an ombre kind of look. Okay, so my lips would not be finished without adding a little bit of gloss. So I'm going to use the Lip Revolve Gloss Lip Topper. Oh my god. And now it's time for me to set my face, and I'm going to be using the Illuminating Fix Mist, and this has like little gold shimmer in it, so I'm going to shake it up now. So this is going to help the makeup last 12 hours and just help it to stay all in place and doesn't sweat off or look patchy throughout the day. So this is the final look. I hope you guys love this look as much as I do. I think this look is perfect alternative to the classic black smoky eye. Just adding those colours of blue and gold just really helps to like really illuminate this look and just make it so popping. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe to Boots for more great beauty content. My name is Leash That Girl, and I'm signing out. Thank you.